It's 1 month later, and Renee is back on her feet and ready to educate.
Why this is so scary is because there are so many people, even children, who for one reason or other have had their spleens taken out. And I really want to get the word out that not having a spleen can be deadly. There are things that you do need to watch out for. Veterinarians, dog trainers, just dog owners can be bit, and 2 days later can end up in the hospital almost dead.
Fighting a bad economy, Renee has struggled to expand her business, Raining Cats and Dogs, and raise money for her charity, Move Mutt.
You know, the economy is horrible, and we're still facing a lot of battles, and we may lose the property, we may lose it, but one way or another, we're going to find a way to get this out there. When Raining Cats and Dogs is successful, when we're making money, we put every spare penny we have into Move Mutt and into these programs. And, you know, so the business being successful is conducive with Move Mutt being successful. You know, I didn't get into this to make money. I got in this to be with the dogs and to do the rescue work that we're doing. And, you know, that's why everything goes towards Move Mutt.
Not only does Move Mutt help rescue dogs in emergency situations, it also helps their behavior through treadmills and exercise.
My main focus has always been behavior modification through exercise. And if the dog is properly exercised, you could do so much more with it. So dogs that are in shelters, they don't get anything. They don't get any socialization. They don't get any exercise. And what we want to do is start bringing treadmills to shelters and foster groups so that the volunteers could exercise these animals. They can effectively exercise 10 times as many animals working with treadmills than they could just going and walking the dogs.
You know, some people have really bad idea in their head about it because dog fighters use treadmills to train pit bulls or other fighting dogs. But what they do is they put heavy weights on them, chains on them. It's just not good. I mean, of course, physical cardiovascular endurance is great for any animal. The way that they do it is abusive, as of course, you know, what they do after the fighting is abusive too. So another thing we're trying to do is change public perception about treadmills and dogs. This is not a bad thing. This is a very, very good thing. This is also good for when there's a blizzard outside, you know, and you can't go out, or an older person or couple who has a dog and can't exercise.
And once successful, Move Mutt will also take in dogs and other animals from abusive families and give those animals a safe home so victims of violence can give themselves a new chance at a safe life.
35% of women in domestic violence situations do not leave that situation simply because they don't want to leave their dog or their cat. They're afraid that, you know, whatever abuse is being taken out on them will be focused on the animal if they leave, and it probably is also focused on the animal as well. Orion's Den will provide a place for those people to send their animals to. Of course, I love, you know, what I do with Raining Cats and Dogs, but, you know, the main love is the rescue and rehabilitation of these animals and keeping families together. And, you know, so, and on top of that now, hopefully education to tell people who don't have spleens, be careful. There are bacteria out there, and something as, you know, harmless looking as a sweet little puppy, you could wake up the next morning after a bite and almost lose your life and lose a couple fingers.
Renee was in the process of making a tremendous impact in the bruising animal welfare movement. In just less than 1 year, she made sure every one of her projects were visible. At least half a dozen times, Renee could be seen pets in all the boys' living rooms talking about her projects.
We are in danger of losing the privilege of being able to take those pets with us, and we'll help transport those dogs from almost anywhere in the country.
Frozen in knots, and the dogs couldn't even get to whatever little shelter there was.
Help us not only in keeping this momentum going, but in educating the country about Renee's passion, saving lives and saving dogs.
would be lost.